All right, here we are on a beautiful Andes, Texas day, handling several cars in the collection. Everything from pre-war cars to hot rods. This is just a really neat hot rod. 1955 Chevy Bel Air two-door, exceptional custom, body off style custom. It's spectacular. There's tons of hours in this car. It's finished in a bright red, like a GM red. I don't have the exact colors, but I'll get specs at Spud's Garage. Over a jet black back half there. Restored by Customs and Hot Rods of Andes here. Their quality of work is really, they've won a Riddler Award in past years, and they put their heart and soul into every car. An incredible team here. I've spent days here this trip, and I've spent days in another trip, and the owner's just thinning down his personal collection. This is a very fresh car. I think it was completed 2017, 2018. It's done a couple shows. It's got 272 miles on it. Underneath the hood is a Bill Mitchell 454 cubic inch small block with Holley electronic fuel injection with faux carburetors. Wait till we get underneath the hood. I'll cover that with you. TKO 600 5-speed transmission, height suspension front and rear. All the goodies you'd want, and tons of hours on the interior. These wheels are custom designed by Jimmy Smith, and they were machined by EVOD. And it's got full air ride system. It's sitting on a factory chassis with upgraded height suspension front and rear, power rack and pinion steering, obviously disc brakes, that kind of thing. We'll actually have it up on a lift for you. I haven't had it up on the lift just yet. I know it's just as nice top to bottom. That'll be the next car up on the lift. We've got another one on it right now. It just makes you in awe as you walk around this car and you study it. And I'm trying to go slow so you get a feel. I've got the LED light on. It's standing up powerful underneath the lights here. We photographed this car outside in the bright sun. I'm hoping to come out good, but you're getting a pretty good feel for the fit and finish of the car indoors here. Again, hydraulic tilt front end. This is an all steel front end. When you look at it, there's so many modifications, there's no way I'm going to cover them all. Cute little teardrop on the hood. You'll notice that the seams are gone where the fenders were. The grille and bright work is all high quality, show quality chrome. Had to do some of the cars inside because we got forklifts going outside and it's just muggy and hot out there. Step back and give you a feel here. Again, those are custom built wheels or custom design wheels. Wheel sizes, tire size are 18s on the front. Take a look at those wheels. See the fit where the hood comes down. Take a really good look at this section here where it all comes together. Every piece of trim is tediously handled. There's tons of hours in this car. We get to the inside, like I told you, it's just mind-boggling the amount of time that was spent on the interior of this car. Black leather interior. Give you a pretty good feel of the fit of the body here. Door jamb to door jamb. As we get inside, you'll see a lot of turn metal surfaces, custom stamped steel components. See the turn metal door here. The stitching on the door panels, I don't know how many hours went into that, but there's a lot of time in getting these door panels right. Everything right about it. It's got AC vents in the kick panel here. You'll see the turn metal dash. Got the LED, I got the spotlight on it. You're getting a good feel. The seats, same level. Take a look at the side of the console here. You'll see the turn metal. There's the ride control. It's got air ride control on it. This shifter was custom made by CHRA. It's got a line lock on it, so we'll call it a Pro Seat. It's got a little console cubby here. Air conditioning. The seats are, you'll see they have a little button at the top there. Has a speckled carpet in it. This car's just subtle and just right. They like to do a lot of matte finishes. And the matte finishes on these seat components. Look at this back seat. Let me give you a close-up here. It's got turn metal surfaces on the back here. It has power windows on it with the tip switches that look like regular latches. You'll see the dash is matte finish and all the interior garnish moldings are a matte finish. See that? I could spend hours with this car and I probably wouldn't catch everything. Dome lights working. Again, 270 some miles. We'll actually raise the hood for you here. Cover the engine compartment. See how the doors fit? The trim lines up perfectly. You want to get some attention to roll into the show with this baby. We'll step back and let you take a look at it here. Down the side you can catch a reflection of the other cars in here. We're going to cover the trunk for you. It matches the interior. We'll actually have it up on the lift like I talked about. Get quiet there as I'm thinking about things that I'm studying it. I'm sure you're probably doing it too. Fuel door's right where the factory would have been, but look at the gaps on that fuel door. See the reflections in the side here. We're going to take you inside. All factory style door jambs here. See the matte finish on all the garnish moldings. These are power window switches. Turn metal here. Speckled carpet again. Seat bases. I know I'm going to miss something. Every time I look at it, this is a custom Jimmy Smith design steering wheel. It's billet aluminum, built by EVOD or machined. Factory vent in the door jamb here. Got, excuse me, I was wrong on the miles. 583 miles since it was built. Pardon my error. I think the car in forward that will be on Spud's garage here is the one that had 270 miles on it. A lot of time spent on this girl. We're gonna go ahead and fire it up here for you. Put it in neutral. Vintage air, power windows. Get out and let you hear it run. Hey, about time you get in. Hang on to the end of the video. Okay, he's gonna raise the hood now. Said I'm doing this indoors because I have some assistance. There you go. All right, we've got it in the shop here. Just wanted to share the engine compartment with you. Why it was inside here within the collection. It's just a lot easier and the lighting's better for me. And I've got a little bit of help. Anyway, it's a underneath the hood here, this thing's just incredible. This hood is just a one-piece all-steel hood. There's thousands of hours in building this car. Let's start with the engine here and we'll kind of give you a feel here. It's a Bill Mitchell built 454 cubic inch small block, and we'll have all the specs and stuff at Spud's Garage. We don't have everything here firsthand. We're just covering the basics with you on the video, or we'd spend all day underneath the hood. It has what you're looking at are throttle bodies that look like they're Holley carburetors, but it's actually Holley EFI fuel injection, so it's kind of a cool thing. It looks like it's got dual fours on it, but it is computer controlled Holley EFI fuel injection on this. I like the wrinkle finish on most of the components. The intake manifold, the valve covers here, matte finish. Custom built, hand built headers that are ceramic coated in a matte finish, a matte gunmetal gray. It has a Billet Specialties belt drive on the front. Air conditioning right there. The whole structure is built around the factory chassis, so this hood could lift up and down on a hydraulic basis. So it's a one-piece all steel hood underneath here. It has dual cooling fans on a powder coated aluminum radiator. Look at this here. The punched holes on the stamped steel structure. These are Heights fully independent front suspension with rack and pinion steering, rear steer. It has airbags, so this car you can raise it back up so you can get over, you know, items that are when you're pretty low. So anyway, tubular control arms, plated. A lot of there's thousands of hours in this car. Pro built by Customs and Hot Rods Andis here. Go over to the other side. I wanted to show you the heater box there before I go over too much. I know I move pretty fast, but go back over to the other side here. Catch this finish on the inside here. The video we're doing at a different portion. There'll probably be more sunlight. Custom built firewall. You'll see all the steel here. Willwood master cylinder. It's got a TKO Tremec 5-speed in it. This car's just bad to the bone bow tie, no doubt about it. Again, the Heights front suspension. Alright, let's look at the trunk here. Very nicely done, top to bottom, inside and out. That's kind of where we're at with this one. This is a beautiful car. Tons of hours, as we mentioned, on the interior. Tons of hours in the whole car. It's a, you look at the stitching on this car, he had to have dreams about the stitches on this one. A lot of little squares there. Anyway, hey, hang on to the end of the video. We'll definitely have more. Alright, we have this bad to bone 55 Chevy up on the lift here. Had a couple bad to the bone bow ties here. Anyway, we're going to look at the undercarriage here and cover what we know about it. Full body off rotisserie style restoration. We're going to cover, it's done on a factory chassis that's been fully reinforced and a lot of upgraded components on it. It has a Heights suspension in the rear, a triangulated 4-bar. We'll get up in here and kind of give you a feel. It's got full airbag suspension with ride tech control on it. So you set the levels and you set it the height that you want, and it goes there immediately when you start it. It's got a memory. It's got Willwood disc brakes on it, polished calipers, drilled slotted rotors on the back here. Tires on the rear are 335/30 ZR20s. I did the walk around. I don't know if I covered tire size or not, but we'll get it on the bottom side here. We did this one after we had done the walk around on the car. You'll see they've added a lot of structure to the undercarriage here and to the chassis. The chassis was handled and built around the triangulated 4-bar. It's a full factory boxed frame. Some people would call it a California frame. Braided lines, stainless. Emergency brakes are added. Like I said, triangulated 4-bar, but this exhaust is a custom mandrel bent 3-inch exhaust system on this car. It's just wicked. I'm gonna go up here. I believe those are Flowmaster mufflers. Again, this car only has about 500 miles on it. It's been the whole body of the car, so it was a rotisserie, but it's been rhino coated in a body color rhino lining style, so that adds structure to the car. It adds sound deadening, a lot of different good things, plus it's easy to keep clean. Again, stainless lines around the frame here for the brakes. Brake bias over here. Covering this exhaust, we're going to back up and cover the exhaust here. Look at that crossover. Custom mandrel bent. I'll get it out today, it's hot. I've been working hard today. Anyway, the TKO 600 5-speed manual transmission with a scatter shield bell housing. I forgot to cover the rear end, but I'll back up and cover it in a minute here. It's got EFI fuel injection on it, so you'll see the O2 sensor here on this bank. I'm sure it probably has one on both banks. Get up front here, it has Heights, so they reinforced everything on the chassis, and it's a factory box chassis, so it's got all the strength you'd need. Has custom electric cutouts on the exhaust, so you really want to open this girl up, you can do it. Girl or dude. Scatter shield style bell housing, high torque mini starter. It has a 454 cubic inch small block in it, so it's got a Moroso oil pan with a lot of extra capacity, so to speak. Has a rear steer, power rack and pinion steering on it. You'll see the power rack here. This is all Heights front end suspension. It's all plated, polished stuff. Engineered tubular control arms, airbags, RideTech airbags, polished calipers in the front, stabilizer bar, custom built. We have a spec sheet. We'll have more at Spud's Garage. There's no way I'm going to catch it all. See the Heights suspension here. RideTech. Nice thing about RideTech is it's got its full ride control. You can set memories. So you can set the ride height on this where you like it. As soon as you turn the key, it's going to go there. Anyway, we think you get the idea. We're going to get to the back here. It has a Ford 9-inch rear differential. Probably have the ratio spec, but I'm sure we'll have that at Spud's Garage. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. A custom stainless fuel tank. There you have it. Go to spudsgarage.com. Give us a call. We're never any pressure.